On a high mountain in the picturesque land of Bavaria stands a fairy tale castle with an enchanting yet melancholic beauty, concealing a great secret. Why was King Ludwig II's grand dream left unfulfilled? And what lies behind his mysterious death? The answers are woven into the fascinating story of Neuschwanstein. Neuschwanstein Castle, perched atop a mountain in Bavaria, was built in the 19th century at the request of King Ludwig II, a monarch renowned for his romantic soul and tragic life. Dubbed the fairy tale castle, Neuschwanstein is not only an architectural masterpiece, but also a symbol of Ludwig II's ambitious artistic dreams. He is often referred to as the Mad King of Bavaria. Designed in the Romanesque Revival style, the castle recaptures the classic elegance of Romanesque architecture from the 11th and 12th centuries, featuring soaring towers, rounded arches, and sturdy stone walls. These elements are beautifully combined with Gothic and Byzantine influences. The initial design was sketched by Christian Jank, a talented opera stage designer, and brought to life by architect Eduard Riedel, resulting in a timeless masterpiece. Interestingly, the name Neuschwanstein was not the castle's original name. It was initially called Neue Burg, or Newcastle, and was renamed only after the king's death. The inspiration for building the castle stemmed from King Ludwig II's profound passion for the music of Richard Wagner and medieval knightly culture. Many rooms in the castle were designed based on Wagner's operas, such as the Singers' Hall, inspired by the grotto in the opera Tannhäuser. Construction of the castle began in 1869 on a mountain peak that once held two ancient fortresses. This location not only offered sweeping views of the idyllic landscape, but also created an isolated setting that mirrored Ludwig II's longing for separation from reality. However, the unique site also posed significant challenges during construction. To lay the foundation, the mountaintop had to be leveled, a daunting task with the limited technology of the 19th century. Transporting construction materials, including stone, timber, and heavy equipment, was fraught with difficulties. Steep and rugged paths required the use of horse-drawn carts, leading to frequent accidents that delayed progress and significantly increased costs. Ludwig II's ambitions extended beyond creating a visually stunning castle. He sought to integrate the most advanced technologies of his time. He commissioned the installation of a hot air heating system and demanded interior decorations of the highest standards. However, many technologies of the era were not advanced enough to fully realize his vision, leading to multiple revisions and delays. The castle represents a harmonious blend of Romanesque, Gothic, and Byzantine architectural styles, resulting in a structure that is both classical and magnificent. Its soaring towers, vibrant stained glass windows, and vivid murals inside the castle vividly depict Bavarian legends and the mythical worlds featured in Richard Wagner's operas, which deeply influenced Ludwig II's artistic vision. In the next section, we will explore why the mythical worlds in Wagner's operas resonated so profoundly with the young king. The first signs of trouble in the construction of Neuschwanstein Castle emerged during the early stages of the project. Like many grand undertakings, the actual costs quickly surpassed initial estimates. Although the construction provided jobs for hundreds of local residents and boosted the economy of the impoverished Schwangau region, it also led to severe financial difficulties for King Ludwig II. Notably, Ludwig II did not use state funds for the construction of Neuschwanstein. He relied entirely on his personal wealth. However, his resources were soon depleted, forcing him to seek loans from foreign governments. By 1886, Ludwig II was in debt to the tune of 14 million marks, which was nearly 3 times his annual income. Despite repeated warnings from his advisors to cut spending, the king was determined to continue the work, refusing to abandon his architectural dream. This steadfastness contributed to the challenges of his reign and raised significant questions about the sustainability of the grand projects he pursued. King Ludwig II was born in Hohenschwangau Castle, a fairy tale-like structure nestled in the Alps. From an early age, Ludwig was surrounded by the majestic beauty of nature and art. The castle's walls were adorned with legendary murals depicting German heroes and mythology, igniting in young Ludwig a profound passion for the world of imagination and art. Yet, this poetic beauty stood in stark contrast to the harsh realities of royal family life. Princess Marie, Ludwig's mother, hailed from the powerful Prussian kingdom. Strict and highly disciplined, she imposed rigorous standards to mold Ludwig into the ideal future king. However, her harsh upbringing inadvertently created a vast emotional gap between mother and son. Sensitive and yearning for love, Ludwig found himself subjected to rigid teachings and expectations that often exceeded his ability to bear. Adding to this, the stifling atmosphere of a loveless political marriage between his parents cast a shadow over Ludwig's childhood, filling it with pressure and depriving him of the warmth he desperately needed. In 1864, King Maximilian II passed away, and Ludwig II ascended the throne at the tender age of 18, becoming the young king tasked with leading Bavaria during a tumultuous era. At the time, Bavaria faced numerous challenges, particularly the mounting pressure from Prussia, a dominant power spearheading the unification of Germany and threatening the autonomy of smaller kingdoms. In this politically tense environment, the people of Bavaria placed great hopes on Ludwig. Standing an impressive 6 feet 3 inches tall, or about 191 centimeters, and possessing striking looks, Ludwig quickly earned the trust and admiration of his subjects. He often strolled through the mountains, engaging warmly with his people and generously helping those he felt drawn to. Yet behind this charming exterior lay a lonely soul, longing to escape the burdens of reality. Ludwig's passion for art, particularly the music of renowned composer Richard Wagner, became his spiritual refuge, offering solace from the pressures of the throne. From a young age, Ludwig was captivated by Wagner's operas, such as Lohengrin and Tannhäuser, which transported him to the mythical worlds he so deeply yearned for. After ascending the throne, Ludwig not only became Wagner's greatest patron, but also regarded him as a special confidant. Wagner, 32 years Ludwig's senior, was not only a musical genius but also served as a spiritual mentor, providing the understanding and empathy Ludwig had always lacked in his family. Their relationship spawned many anecdotes, including speculation about Ludwig's homosexual orientation. Although he was once engaged to an aristocratic woman, Ludwig broke off the engagement and declared that he would live a life of solitude. In the conservative society of the time, same-sex love was deemed unacceptable. Ludwig chose to sacrifice his personal happiness to protect the royal family's honor and avoid jeopardizing his role in governing the nation. However, life was not always kind to Ludwig. Wagner was exiled from Bavaria in 1865 due to political and financial controversies. Though Ludwig continued to support Wagner from afar, their meetings became less frequent. After Wagner's death in 1883, Ludwig fell into deep sadness. He increasingly withdrew from reality, distancing himself from court life and immersing himself in castle-building projects. Among these, Neuschwanstein was his most ambitious endeavor, serving both as a tribute to Wagner and as a fairy tale world Ludwig sought to create for himself. In his final years, Ludwig retreated further into his inner world. The construction of Neuschwanstein not only drained his personal finances, but also sparked discontent within the court. Ludwig was accused of being extravagant and incapable of ruling. His ministers, perceiving his leadership as weak, conspired to depose him in 1886, citing mental illness as their justification. After being deposed, Ludwig was taken to Berg Castle under strict supervision. Just days later, his body, along with that of his personal physician, was discovered in Lake Starnberg, making his death one of history's most debated mysteries for over a century. Numerous theories surround this event. Some believe Ludwig committed suicide out of despair over losing his throne and unfulfilled dreams, while others suspect he was assassinated by those behind his deposition. Notably, Ludwig spent only 172 days living in his unfinished Neuschwanstein castle before his untimely death. Ludwig II was a king of extraordinary vision and enigma. He remained adamant that his castle should never be open to the public. Ludwig once declared that he would rather destroy the castle than allow ordinary people to diminish its mythical and sacred essence. Yet, just 6 weeks after his death, Neuschwanstein Castle was open to the public, quickly becoming one of the world's most famous landmarks, attracting millions of visitors annually. Neuschwanstein Castle is not merely an architectural marvel. It is a legendary tale interwoven with the art and vision of Ludwig II. Though inspired by romantic medieval styles, Neuschwanstein transcended the past, blending contemporary operatic elements to create a timeless masterpiece. This unique beauty captivated Walt Disney, serving as the model for castles in iconic animated films and Disneyland parks worldwide. As a result, Neuschwanstein is celebrated not only as a fairy tale castle, but also as an eternal symbol of dreams and imagination. The castle's exterior resembles a living fairy tale painting with towering spires, grand arched windows, and intricately carved stone walls. Stepping inside, one is transported to a completely different world, where every room is a contemporary, artistic masterpiece. The throne room impresses with its soaring ceilings, opulent murals, and breathtaking grandeur, showcasing the castle's unmatched elegance. Equally magnificent is the Singers' Hall, inspired by Wartburg Castle, which hosted renowned musical performances. Amidst the grand public spaces, Ludwig II's private quarters reflect his unique creativity and personal touch. Notably, the grotto room featuring an artificial waterfall and dim lighting brings a corner of his imagination to life, leaving visitors in awe. Beyond its splendid interior, Neuschwanstein is surrounded by breathtaking natural scenery. From Marienbrücke Bridge, a perfect vantage point to view the entire castle, you can immerse yourself in a stunning natural panorama. The crystal-clear Alpsee Lake, lush green forests, and the majestic mountain ranges in the distance. In autumn, the area glows with vibrant red, orange, and yellow foliage, while winter blankets the castle in a mystical beauty against a snow-white backdrop. More than just a tourist attraction, Neuschwanstein is a place where every corner holds stories and profound emotions. Visiting it is not only about admiring an architectural icon, but also about experiencing the intertwining breadths of history, art, and nature. If you enjoy stories like this, do not forget to hit subscribe to support the channel and explore more fascinating tales. Thank you for watching.